Hey guys, welcome back to Gracefully Growing with Samantha. If you're new here, I'm Sam, and I'm on a journey of getting my life, my habits, and my finances together. And if you are on that same journey, I'd love for you to come along with me. Today I want to tell you about the day my nails cost me my grocery money. Now, before anybody start judging me, hear me out. This isn't really a story about me getting my nails done. It's a story about my priorities. It's a story about my habits. And it's a story about a financial pattern I finally recognized and why I'm determined to break it. I had made a plan for the week. In my mind, I had enough money to buy groceries and treat myself to getting my nails done. At least that's what I thought. What I wasn't paying attention to was everything that happened before I even walked into the nail salon. Throughout the week, I had made several small purchases. I brought edge control for my daughter Jada. I ordered the sink hose extension I needed for my backyard project. I grabbed a few snacks while we were out. Nothing was a huge purchase, and nothing seemed irresponsible. Every purchase was only a few dollars, so I kept telling myself, I'm fine. It's only a few dollars. I'll still have enough. The problem was I stopped tracking. I wasn't checking my budget after every purchase. I wasn't paying attention to how all those little purchases were adding up. So by the time I got to the nail salon, I believed I had enough money for everything, but I didn't. I sat down and already knew what I wanted. My plans were simple. I'll get a gel manicure, a regular pedicure, done. Everything was going according to plan until I picked my polish color for my pedicure. The lime green color I wanted wasn't available in the regular polish. It was only available in the gel. So I had a choice, stay with my original budget or upgrade. What I do? I chose to upgrade. And then I thought, well, I'm already upgrading. I might as well get a gel design on my two big toes. One decision became another. Before I knew it, my bill was much higher than I expected. For a split second, I even caught myself thinking, maybe they do this on purpose. But after I thought about it, I had to be honest with myself. The salon didn't make me upgrade. The salon didn't make me get the gel design. Those were my decisions. Another thing that I had to accept is that life looks different today. The cost of just about everything has gone up. I remember when I could get my nails done for around $50. Today, that same appointment can easily cost $180 to $200, and that's before the tip. Life has changed. Prices have changed. So my financial decisions, they also need to change. A few days later, it was time to go grocery shopping. I opened my banking app expecting to have enough money left. Instead, I have $15 for groceries. $15. I just sat there staring at my account. That was the first time I truly felt the cost of a decision that I have made. Now, obviously, I couldn't buy groceries with $15, so I spent about $40 to get me through until payday. But here's what really happened. That extra $25 wasn't extra at all. It had already been assigned to another bill. So after grocery shopping, I went back into my account and I had to move a date around, waiting for my paycheck, trying to make everything line up. And then something hit me. I wasn't fixing the problem. I was relocating it. As I sat there, changing that payment date, I realized this wasn't the first time I've done this. I've done this before. Overspend in one area, borrow from another, move money around, change a due date, promise myself I'll catch up on payday. If you've been following my journey, you remember my story about the best egg loan payment. I'll post that video somewhere here. It's when I realized this wasn't bad luck. This wasn't an emergency. This was a pattern. And patterns don't disappear on their own. They have to be recognized and they have to be broken. That's why stopping the bleeding is only one part of the journey. The next step is identifying the habits that cause the bleeding in the first place. Because if I don't change the pattern, I'll eventually end up right back where I started. Now I finally understand why cutting up my credit cards was one of the best decisions I've made. Not because it made life easier. Honestly, it makes it harder. Before, if I overspent on my nails, I didn't really feel it. I just put the groceries on a credit card. The credit card made me feel I could afford both my wants and my necessities, but I couldn't. The credit card wasn't protecting me. It was protecting me from feeling the consequences of my decisions. Now I don't have that option anymore. Now every dollar matters. Now I actually feel the impact of my choices. And yes, that's uncomfortable. But it's a good uncomfortable. Because for the first time in a long time, my money is teaching me lessons instead of my credit cards hiding them. I've come to realize that financial freedom doesn't begin when the debt disappears. It begins when our decisions start changing. Because you can earn more money. You can pay off debt. You can even get a raise. But if your habits stay the same, eventually your finances will too. For years, I thought I needed a bigger paycheck. Now I realize I needed better patterns. Different decisions create different results. Different habits create a different life. I've spent years trying to change my finances. What I'm finally learning is that my finances will change when my habits change. And that's exactly what I'm committed to doing. One decision at a time, one paycheck at a time, one new habit at a time. Today, before I spend money on something I want, I ask myself a few questions. Have my necessities already been taken care of? Are my bills paid? Do I have groceries? Have I put money towards my financial goals? If the answer is yes, then I can enjoy my wants with peace. If the answer is no, then the want can wait. Because here's what I've learned. A want becomes expensive when it starts taking money away from a necessity. I'm still going to get my nails done. I'm still going to enjoy life. But first, I'm going to make sure my necessities are covered. Because peace feels a whole lot better than an upgraded pedicure. And if this story resonated with you, let me know in the comments. Have you ever recognized a financial pattern that you knew you had to break? I'd love to hear your story. And if you're on your journey of getting your life, your habits, and your finances together, I'd love for you to stick around. Follow along as we learn these lessons together. Because around here, it's always grace over guilt and progress over perfection.